guys, Cody here with another video for you guys today, and today I'm going to be doing a list of movies that you guys may not have known gotten a 4K release. Not physically though. These are not physical, these are digital, and they're all movies that I own on my Vudu account, or now it's called Fandango at Home. But these movies are available in 4K, and I've watched every single one of these and they look amazing in 4K. What does this mean for some of these releases though? There are movies here that you guys may have never expected to get a 4K release, but they're here. And as a huge fan of movies and, physical media, I do hope that this is a precursor to us actually getting some of these on physical 4K. So of these movies down below, if you guys are excited and hoping that they'll get a 4K release, leave the comments down below which one is the one you're most excited to get. So let's go ahead and get started here. Alright guys, so this is my Vudu account right here, and as you can see at the top right here, I have three lists dedicated to just 4K titles. So there is a total of 445 4K movies that I have on here right now, and a lot of these are available physically, but we're going to go through each one and see if I can find the ones that are not available physical media-wise, just to kind of talk about them so you guys know about it. Of course, there's a lot of movies on here that you guys know have gotten 4K releases. So let's see. Let's go through this list and find something. Okay, here's one right here. The Sandlot. I don't think a lot of people actually know that this movie got a 4K release, but it does look amazing. The visual quality of it is pretty astounding. Now, I'm going to try so hard to just play very few clips from this movie so I don't end up getting copyrighted, but as you can see, it says Ultra HD at the top right corner there, and we're going to find a specific scene. We'll just go here. I mean, it looks good. It looks good. I'm not going to lie to you. The next one we're going to be looking at, let's see, we'll go through this list a little bit more. Again, a lot of these are, it's just, they've been on 4K for a while, so, can't talk to you guys about the entirety of the James Bond franchise, essentially. So I have the entire James Bond film collection, from Dr. No all the way up to Spectre right here. All in 4K. I think I'm missing one movie, which is the newest one, No Time to Die, I think. But as you can see, it says you have 4K Ultra HD, and the picture quality on these James Bond movies, even the oldest one, it's beautiful. Just a beautiful transfer. It is amazing. I'm absolutely astounded by this. So yeah, we have Dr. No there, and this is like every single one of them, including like the ones I grew up with, like GoldenEye, that's in 4K. So every single one of these, amazing in 4K. Let's see. Black Cauldron does not have a 4K release physically. It did just recently get a Disney Movie Club Blu-ray release, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it does have HDR, but I don't think there's really much of a difference that can be told on this. Like, the colors pop, the black levels are good, but like it doesn't look any different than the Blu-ray that I have. And it's kind of hard for animation actually to present itself through 4K unless it's like a Disney or Pixar film. But like it does not stand out as a 4K release. I'll be honest with you on that. Let's see. I can't remember. I think the Patriot might have gotten a 4K release physically, but I didn't really do my research on specific ones. There are ones I definitely want to point out to you, because there are some in here that are going to be shocking for you 90s and early 2000s kids, especially if you like Nickelodeon. So stay tuned for that. All right, so that was just the first list right there. The second list, we'll go through real quick. Obviously, we have most of this stuff is very well known in 4K. Oh, the Santa Claus trilogy. I don't know if people knew this, but yeah, the Santa Claus movies. Granted, you can watch these in 4K on Disney Plus, but yeah, the 4K release of the Santa Claus, all 3 movies I have in 4K, and they look amazing. I watch them every Christmas, so I mean they look really good. Not gonna lie to you. Yeah, these movies do look good. So I have all 3 of them on 4K, as you can see right here. So those are available. All right, so this is the part where people are going to start getting shocked a little bit. The Rugrats movie, the original 1998 Rugrats movie right here, this is in 4K. As you can see right up there, it says 4K Ultra HD, and it is in HDR. So the animation is definitely dated, but it still looks really good in 4K. Let me see if I can find like a point where the colors start to pop. Yeah, right there. But yeah, there it is in 4K, as you can see, in 4K Ultra HD. And I'm just kind of blown away by the fact that they even did a 4K release of this movie. Now, stay tuned, because there's more Nickelodeon movies that got 4K releases that you are gonna just not be surprised. Like, for instance, let's see. I do know the Muppet Christmas Carol didn't get a physical 4K release. I'm almost positive it did not. It has been on Disney Plus for a while in 4K. So I won't go into too much detail with this one, but I do know a lot of people love this movie. But I'm pretty sure this movie did not get a physical 4K release. But Disney did remaster this film for 4K. And since they put Muppets in Manhattan, they will probably end up doing this one physically for Christmas this year. I'm almost hoping that they will, at least. Let's see, what else? Like I said, a lot of these movies. What is this? I don't know why it's Gremlins. Yeah, I do have that one. All right, so the next Nickelodeon movie right here, Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, is in 4K Ultra HD, and it has HDR and Dolby Digital Plus audio. So, for those of you guys that want to see what this looks like in 4K, I mean, I don't know how well it's going to come through with my TV, but it pops. It looks good in 4K. It's great. So if you've ever wanted to watch some of these movies, you can go to Vudu and watch them in 4K. They're there. Let's see what else. The National Treasure movies, both of them are in 4K. I try so hard not to show off the Disney ones because they're just blatantly obvious remastered for Disney Plus. The National Treasure movies look good in 4K. You have the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th Pirates of the Caribbean, but I think the 5th movie got a 4K, and the 1st movie did as well. So I'm not going to try to dive too much into that. Let's see if we can go a little bit further. Let's see, what else? All right, so now we're towards the end here with the 3rd one. Now, the 3rd one, these are my most recent purchases, and a lot of these do have physical. But we're going to go over the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Got a 4K release. It is in HDR. This is a classic Nickelodeon film. A lot of people who grew up in the 90s and 2000s, have really fond memories of this movie. So for it to get a 4K release, it is kind of crazy. I'm looking at you, Marcus, over at Comfort Cartoons, man. This is the only way you could watch this in 4K, I believe, at the moment. I'm pretty sure Paramount does not have the opportunity or option for you to watch it in 4K, unfortunately. But I did watch this other night, and it was the HDR and the colors and the way it pops, it's done so well. It looks really good, and I'm watching this on a 65-inch TV, so but it looks good, and I think a lot of people would be really interested in checking this one out in 4K, considering it is a 4K, I don't know if it's an upscale. I really don't think it's an upscale, because the HDR, it's very sharp, the colors pop, it definitely adds a lot to it. Okay, the one that's going to be standing out like a sore thumb, let me get to that. Let's talk about movies that probably shouldn't have gotten a 4K release, but did. And I have watched this in 4K. I remember going to see this in Florida with my family. This was when I went down there for Christmas after my father passed away, and I watched this with my sister in Florida. And yeah, the Cat in the Hat, the Mike Myers live action Cat in the Hat got a 4K release. Guys, why? I'm gonna give my thoughts on it. It's like, okay, so it is a very colorful movie. It's a very
the clean one or the horribly stained one?
It should not have gotten this release, but it looks good. They remastered this, or they just like cleaned it up really well for 4K. It's just unnecessary that happened. But I think it's really fun to be able to go through and actually point out, you know, that there are movies that I don't own that got 4K releases. Like I don't have 4K copies of it, and they're not listed on here. But there is one specific one that I have been eyeballing. So let me see if I can search. So we have Bruce Almighty got a 4K release, if I remember correctly. I can't show it off because I have to upgrade it, but as you can see, it's got right there 4K Ultra HD. It does not have HDR though, which is interesting. So I don't know how well it's going to look in 4K, but the way that this works, if I were to really want to go through and pick out specifically 4K movies, I can sort and filter like 90s movies that have gotten 4K releases, and some of them are obvious. They have gotten physical releases, some have not. So like the things on here that you see, all these 90s films that you may have grown up with, like Office Space, I do own that one in 4K. There you go. Again, no HDR, but still. And I'm sure someone will point out if I'm wrong if any of these 4Ks did get physical releases, but I know a good majority of them didn't. And as you can see, you got a great selection. This is getting a physical release soon, but it is available for 4K right now. South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut includes a 4K Ultra HD and HDR source with Dolby Digital Plus. This is actually turning, I believe, 25 this year. So the theater I'm working at is doing a screening of the movie for the 25th anniversary. So what is going on, I'm guessing, is they're doing a 4K release of the movie to celebrate, you know, its anniversary. And I have not been able to purchase that yet in 4K, but I'm gonna hold out for the physical before I actually add it. As you can see, there's a lot of movies that have 4K releases going on here. And I like Mouse Hunt. Who would have thought this movie would have gotten that? This does have HDR right there. Mouse Hunt has HDR. So, but yeah, there's a lot of great movies. Jingle All the Way, right here. I do own this in 4K. Jingle All the Way has a 4K release. Yeah, just if you guys want to just kind of power through this, go set up your own Vudu account and stuff. Buy your movies if you want to watch something in 4K, because some things are not available physically. And I honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, I am a physical media collector, as you can see. I have shown off many times before, but I do like the option of having movies that are not widely available digitally, like the ones in 4K. So yeah, I still cannot get over that the Cat in the Hat ended up getting a 4K release. But if you guys are interested in any of those movies, they are available for you to purchase. But guys, as always, if you like what you see, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back for more videos soon. I'll talk to you guys later.